ضربان قلب من یبن الحسن، ضربان قلب من یبن الحسن، ضربان قلب من یبن الحسن. یا ایها العزیز ای واسم همه چیز، من تا تو رو نبینم ازت دست بر نمیدارم. ای مهربون تر از پدر و مادرم دوست دارم. من تا تو رو نبینم ازت دست بر نمیدارم. ای مهربون تر از پدر و مادرم دوست دارم. گوش به فرمانم فرمانده، تپش تپش ضربانم فرمانده. سرباز سید علی آمادن، راستی نیومدی نگرانم فرمانده. ای فرمانده آمادم آمادم آماده. ای فرمانده آمادم آمادم آماده. ای فرمانده آمادم آمادم آماده. دیر شد مهدی، بابای جوون من پیر شد مهدی. دیر شد مهدی، خبر اومدنت ببین فراگیر شد مهدی. دیر شد مهدی، ببین صدات میزنن از کجا، کجایی مهدی چشم راه. بیا منم میخوام برات فداشم، میخوام سید حسن تو باشم. گوش به فرمانم فرمانده، تپش تپش ضربانم فرمانده. سرباز سید علی آمادن، راستی نیومدی نگرانم فرمانده. ای فرمانده آمادم آمادم آماده. ای فرمانده آمادم آمادم آماده. ای فرمانده آمادم آمادم آماده. جات اینجاست، اینجا توی قلب رزمندت. جات اینجاست، تو پناهی من پناهندت. جات اینجاست، منم آج قاسم آیندت. سرباز تموم یارما، ظلم و وزانو در میارما. نگاه نکن قد و قوارمو، منم یه یحیی سنوارما. گوش به فرمانم فرمانده، تپش تپش ضربانم فرمانده. سرباز سید علی آمادن، راستی نیومدی نگرانم فرمانده. ای فرمانده آمادم آمادم آماده. ای فرمانده آمادم آمادم آماده. ای فرمانده آمادم آمادم آماده.
Great song. Good morning. Hello. All right. My name's Grant Smith-Ellis from the War Desk in Boston. There's been an attack on Tel Aviv. I'm going to replay it for you now. It's very odd to see this kind of thing. There was an attack on Haifa last night about an hour after we went to bed. It is Monday, April 6, 2026. It's 6:51 a.m. here in Boston. It's 12:51 p.m. in South Africa. It's 1:51 p.m. in Tel Aviv, and it's 2:21 p.m. in Tehran, Iran. I did not have the best start to my morning. I got really mad because my rental car wouldn't turn on, and I hate when things don't go my way. But then I was like, I'll figure it out. Now you got me for an hour. All right, I'm gonna give you an hour breakfast program. I realize that not all of you are up at the same time. So I feel like I have to do like a breakfast live or like a lunch live and then the dinner late, like the regular live, because a lot of you aren't able to see this. Like those of you who are awake from like 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. Eastern time, which is like 2 GMT to 10 GMT. I realize those of you who are awake during that time are missing a lot of the coverage. So I decided that I would try to do like more breakfast lives. Damn. It's just a battery issue. So I should be able to jump the car. Not the biggest deal in the world. I can figure that out. My name is Grant Smith-Ellis. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better. My rental car wouldn't start this morning. It turns out it's just a battery issue. I checked like the whole thing. I didn't leave anything on. I think like the battery's just low because it's cold. My name is Grant Smith-Ellis. You're going to have to give me 1 second. I got a lot going on. Got it. Will do so and double check. It was just the battery of the car. They apparently have remote monitoring. I feel a lot better now. I have to go to my doctor's in like 2 hours anyway. We're going to do a morning live. There's been an attack on Tel Aviv. My day was thrown off, and then I've also been thinking administratively about how to do morning news programs. I'd like to be able to like see more of you and be able to like provide coverage for different time zones. And I'm only one person. So you got to kind of like work with me a little bit. It's not like I have an anchor I can just like send on for the morning. I have to do it myself. So as things develop, I've decided we're going to break this up a little bit. Instead of just going all day from like one point in time till the other point in time, I'm going to try like scheduled sort of segments. All right. I think it'll like be better for everyone involved. I think it'll make me feel better. I think I'll be able to reach more of you. Okay, I don't really care about like the number of people watching. I don't really like this channel. Like it doesn't run ads on most videos. YouTube runs ads, but it's not like it doesn't have ad revenue. It's designed just to get information out there. So I'm designing it in my head. I slept on it overnight to facilitate your access throughout the day. So I don't want anyone to miss coverage because they're sleeping. And so I also want to think about how to best do what is in effect like one man covering 24 hours every day of development. So we're going to do it this. I'm going to just start doing random live. I'll try to give you more heads up, like if for the full lunchtime live. These lives in the morning or like a lunchtime live will only be about an hour. The actual long lives will go, 8 to 10 hours and will be scheduled. But I want to give more of you an opportunity to see the coverage. For example, I've seen some of you here this morning who I haven't seen in a few weeks because we've been adjusting our coverage schedule. So anyway, if you're wondering why am I up, what's going on? One, I was upset because my car wouldn't start. Turns out it's just a battery issue. Two, there was an attack on Tel Aviv 6 minutes ago. We're going to watch it right now. I have the replay for you. And three, there's this Iranian song that I really like. Here's what happened in Tel Aviv 6 minutes ago. This was about 6 minutes ago in the daytime. Hello, Soul Controller. It's so good to see you. Hi, Lily. Hi, 666 Ray of Light. Thank you. I think it is a good idea to break it up a little bit. I'm different in the morning before I've had my coffee, but we'll figure it out. So this happened 5 minutes ago in Tel Aviv. If you're wondering what's going on, there was an attack on Tel Aviv. There was an attack on Haifa. I'll get you updated on. That was overnight. After the attack on Haifa yesterday, that collapsed a building leading to the death of 2 people. There's Iran and the U.S. are in a very precarious position. I'm showing you the replay of what caused me to go live for this Breakfast Live. Good to see you all. Hello, Nikki. It's so good to see you. I'm going to show you what just happened in Tel Aviv 5 minutes ago. This is what prompted our Breakfast Live today. You may get more Breakfast Lives. You may not. It really depends on how I'm feeling. I got to think of a coverage schedule. I might actually set up a coverage schedule. I don't like being stuck doing things at certain times, but maybe it'll be kind of like a morning or lunch live and then a night live. I want to break it up a little bit. I got to find the way that works best for me. I am the boss after all. Well, you know what I'm saying? This happened in Tel Aviv. If you're just tuning in, this was literally no less than 5 to 10 minutes ago. I'm playing you back now, the replay. There was a launch at Tel Aviv to begin the day. This is the morning live. I will get you caught up in the morning on the night's developments as soon as we watch what just happened 5 minutes ago. A catchy towel jingle. Yeah, I want to talk to Microdots about making me a bumper. Like a top of the hour thing that I play for 60 seconds. Like towel news. Hello, Silent Dogs. Good to see you. If you're just tuning in, you're watching the camera footage from all of 5 minutes ago. The week started very quickly. There's been an attack on Tel Aviv. I didn't even listen to the attack because I just went live so we could play it back and listen. All right, here, this was the attack. This was 3 minutes ago. There were way more alerts than that. Air raid. Good morning, Northside. Hello, Vern. You're listening to 5 minutes ago in Tel Aviv, just 5 minutes ago. I love it, Soul Controller. What a good jingle. You're listening to 5 minutes ago over Tel Aviv. Big E's, you are wonderful. I hope you had a great day. I wish you and your wife the very best. God bless both of you. And yes, this is 5 minutes ago. Hello, James. God bless you. Yes, I had a very good Easter weekend. I got to spend it with so many of my friends. Yep, definitely a day for coffee. It's going to get rough. And I also need to figure out how to jump my car now. I have no idea how to do that. I'm kind of dumb. Okay, this was Tel Aviv 5 minutes ago. Now you'll listen for the hits. I have not heard the hits. I don't know what happened after that air raid. I just went live. This is 5 minutes ago. 5 minute delay. Hello, unknown. 5 minute delay. Oh, God. I think so, Liberty St. James. I'm going to talk to my neighbor. Oh, goodness. You're listening to the latest attack on Tel Aviv 5 minutes ago. That was at least 5 hits. That was very loud. It's daytime, too. Oh, God bless you, Soul Controller. We'll figure it out. Yeah, there's serious fires right now in the UAE in Saraj. I'm going to show you right now. After we take a listen to the latest from Tel Aviv. Alright, now I'm going to show you the latest. Now I'll show you the overnight update. If you're just tuning in, this is Breakfast Live with Tal. Hello, thank you for welcoming me into your home. Oh, thank you, R and Kitty Mom. Yes, we got this. I think I'm going to be able to do it. I'm just glad it's not like an actual problem. It looks like it's just the battery. I turned all the lights off too. It might just be that the battery's cold. It was really cold overnight, so. Hello, Dog VIP. Welcome to the channel. So good to see you. Shiraz, I don't think it's where wine is made. Shiraz is in the very north of Iran, kind of near Turkey, almost. It's like north of Iraq. There's like, Iran is kind of weirdly shaped. It has like a little bump at the top, and Shiraz is up at the top. All right, let me show you what else is going on. To say that there's a lot going on is an understatement. I figured I'd do like a morning live. All right. And then that would be a good way for us to kind of like, you know, do our thing. All right. If a rental and you got insurance, maybe they'll jump it. Yep. So I think that they will actually. I did pay for the basic insurance that covers jumps, but I think my neighbor just has jumper cables. I'm just not going to wake him up at like 7 in the morning. I'll get him at like maybe like 8 before the doctor. Maybe like an hour and a half. God bless you, water under the fridge. I don't even want to do the, well, I guess we can do goals in the poll today. We're going to be live for like an hour. This is a special, we're not as special. I'm starting to think about how to run this network as actually a network. Like every day can't be a crisis. So I have to set up a street, like not a schedule. I have to set up a programming schedule. I think that's fair to you. I don't want to commit myself to specific blocks of time though. I really don't like that. I like to be able to go live when I want, but I want to commit to like having a morning segment and an evening segment every day. I think that will be a better flow. And there's too much that I'm missing. First of all, I'm missing a lot of my friends in the morning. I'm not getting to see as many folks who are awake between my time, 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. my time. So I want to change that up. And then I also want to be able to see those people, keep them updated so they don't have to watch the replay. Then I also want to set it up so that like I'm able to digest everything that's happening. When I just wait all morning to go live at 1 p.m., we inevitably miss like 8 things that happen overnight because something breaks in the middle of the day, and then I can't do the full overnight recap. So I feel like to process all the information, I gotta like do like a recap in the morning and then the live, and then I think that's the best way to do it. Oh, Big E says I'm on a 126-inch TV. That's epic. I must be huge. I must be like a very big towel. I hope all the graphics look good. I hope the cameras are high quality. I am thrilled. All right, so I'm going to show you what happened overnight. All right, there was an assassination. It was not Mohatab Khomeini. It was a very, very high-ranking official in the IRGC. And this is what sparked a wave of like 7 missiles. It was actually 4 missiles in 3 waves at Tel Aviv last night.
The head of the IRGC intelligence operation, Major General Majid Kadimi, has been killed. According to a senior Israeli official, a joint U.S. and Israeli strike overnight took out the man who is considered effectively the number 2 within the IRGC. He's one of the few senior commanders, I'm told, who managed to survive multiple waves of Israeli and American targeting over the past year. He oversaw intelligence operations that directly targeted U.S. forces and allies across the region. This comes as we are continuing to track developments and the possibility of a ceasefire deal between the United States and Iran. Yesterday, I spoke with President Trump, and he said if a deal does not happen this week, quote, you're going to see bridges and power plants dropping all over their country. If they don't make a deal and fast, I'm considering blowing everything up and taking over the oil. Now, a new report today in Reuters says a framework to end hostilities has been put together by Pakistan and exchanged with Iran and the U.S. overnight, outlining a 2-tier approach with an immediate ceasefire followed by a comprehensive agreement. Despite these diplomatic conversations, U.S. and Israeli planes continue to hammer the Iranian regime as we are gathering new details about that daring rescue operation over the weekend that led that U.S. crew member to being rescued. Hundreds of U.S. special forces on the ground in southwestern Iran. You can see the province here where they were located. It was an hours-long operation, but again, ultimately it was successful as a result of U.S. military and intelligence excellence. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said overnight, I spoke earlier with President Trump and personally congratulated him on his bold decision and a perfectly executed American mission to rescue the downed pilot from enemy territory. The president expressed his appreciation for Israel's help. I am deeply proud that our cooperation on and off the battlefield is unprecedented and that Israel could contribute to saving a brave American warrior. As this is taking place, the Iranians are continuing their ballistic missile attacks against Israel. A number of ballistic missiles were launched overnight towards central Israel. You can see aftermath video here in the northern part of the country. This is the city of Haifa. And at this scene of a direct impact from a ballistic missile, there are still 2 people missing. 2 were killed in this strike, and 2 again are believed to be the rubble. So a lot of
It went up to 3 overnight. Trey did really well on this report. He's so good. Trey, a lot of people criticize Trey. He takes heat from all sides because he works for Fox News. And, you know, it's like a very big news organization, but he's really good. This is exactly what happened. Exactly.
Activity across the region, and the United States is preparing for the possibility, if the deal is not reached, that there will be significant escalation here in the region, and President Trump has promised.
Oh, that sounds delicious, Soul Controller. Yeah, I had an egg sandwich. It has like a chipotle sauce on it. It's really good. And then I got it with a buttery croissant. It was a very nice breakfast from Dunkies.
To target Iranian power and energy infrastructure. Guys?
All of this always an option on the table. But Trey, the breaking
Hello,
news that you
AI
reported this
agent
high-ranking
intelligence.
Iranian official that was killed in the joint U.S.-Israeli airstrike. How could his death impact these potential negotiations to end this war that are ongoing right now?
Yeah, so Major General Majid Kadhimi was the man responsible for building the intelligence behind the current Iranian operations that are targeting U.S. forces and allies across
Not
the
the
region.
best
This includes Gulf
upload.
countries. And so the fact that he was taken out, he is considered to be the number 2 person in the IRGC right now. And I'm told that there was actually another official taken out as well in that same strike. And that official is the commander of the Quds Forces Special Operations Unit, Ashgar Bakiri. And again, this gives you a sense of how the Israelis and the Americans are working together with their intelligence agencies to try and target individuals within the IRGC who are responsible for the ongoing attacks. Again, to put pressure on the Iranian regime so that they come to the negotiating table and make a good faith deal.
You just wonder.
All right, so that is 100% right. I didn't know the actual figures that were hit, but we went to bed right as the rumors of the assassination strike in Homs in Iran were announced. So thank you to Trey. That was a great update. Trey's really one of my favorite reporters. Now, I have 3 colleagues that I really like listening to. They each have their own perspectives. Ali Hashem in Tehran. Well, he's actually from South Lebanon, Nakura. His village was destroyed yesterday in an act of ethnic cleansing by Israel. It was actually horrifying to watch. But Ali's a consummate professional, so he didn't break down over it. But he was you could tell he was emotionally impacted by the Israel blowing up all the houses in Nakura. It's a village in the south of Lebanon. It's actually the southwesterly most village in Lebanon, on the water. It's kind of on the border between Israel and Lebanon, near the ocean, in the northwest of Israel, southwest of Lebanon. There's 1 million people that have been displaced south of the Litani River in Lebanon because of what Israel's doing up there. And Israel going back to 79, 80, 81, and then in 2006, when Hezbollah and Israel get in wars, what Israel does is it tends to blow up all the houses in the villages in the south of Lebanon under the auspices of clearing Hezbollah out of the area. Now, conversely, Hezbollah totally does fire. I want to be very direct about this. Hezbollah is proud and brags about building houses around rocket launchers and missile launchers. So it's a guerrilla war, but I don't think that just ethnic cleansing by blowing up all the houses is really the most appropriate solution. I'm not a military commander though, so but it's definitely not helping Israel's image at all. Somehow Hezbollah has the moral upper hand in southern Lebanon over Israel, because Israel has a propensity to put it lightly, to bomb places like indiscriminately. I know Israel would say they use precision munitions. No, they don't. All right, so we went to bed, right? We played the nice Iranian dance song. We were all dancing to this song we all like from Iran. Hello. Yes, we are up early today. It is so good to see you, Ron. We are definitely up early. I'll take you through overnight. It's easier for me to break it up that way. This is when we went to bed. I couldn't even go to bed. I made it like an hour. We stopped streaming at 9:30 p.m. last night. By 10:30 p.m. Eastern, there was another attack on Haifa as Israel and the defense workers were trying to unbury 4 people who had been struck 8 hours earlier in a building in Haifa. Those scenes were horrifying. There was like fire burning under the rubble, and the firemen were using the fire hose like through the debris to try to put the rubble out. There was more bombing on Haifa. This is as we went to bed. How are the markets? Let's check the Japanese Nikkei. The Nikkei ended up, well, it's going to close up 0.5%. The markets are up. Only a small amount. Markets are up on the news of a ceasefire. They'll go down again tomorrow. This is the missile that hit Haifa last night, right about an hour after we went to bed. The Iranians let us listen to our nice song, and then, they got made. Let me show you it. Hold on, I got to switch this view. 1 second. This is the missile that hit Haifa last night. This is the missile that hit Haifa last night. This was last night. I'm giving you the overnight update, so Trey didn't even have this. He was just talking about the missile strike that hit Haifa yesterday morning. This was yesterday night. This did not cause the building to collapse. However, it did cause massive impact damage, which I will show you short. And yes, those are like chickens waking up in the morning. Haifa has a lot of animals. All right, so that was Haifa. That was what's called a Koram Sharhar falling on Haifa last night. The missile that fires bomblets. Okay, that was as the rescue operation was ongoing in Haifa last night. All right, let me show you more of the footage of Haifa. Hold on 1 second. All right, so this is what happened in Haifa last night. This is as we went to bed. Good morning. My name is Grant Smith Ellis. It's so good to see you all. Markets are like, how do I explain it? Markets are like the mood of people with money. This is Haifa last night. Again, Haifa last night. Let me switch the quality of the stream here. Haifa last night. Hello, Motorhead. Yeah, I think Koram Sharhars are probably arguably a war crime, but the thing is, Israel's not signed up to the treaty prohibiting cluster munitions, and neither is Iran. So, war crime probably, but because they didn't sign up. Israel fires cluster munitions. I don't think they ever thought that they would be hit with Koram Sharhars, but they fire cluster munitions. This is different than a cluster munition. This is what's called a cluster bomb, or excuse me, a cluster missile. They actually call it a fission missile. If you're wondering, I know a lot of you have seen this, but I'll play the video again. If you're wondering why it does this, like why it functions this way, it's called a Koram Sharhar. It's meant to cause a substantial amount of damage. But there's different type of missiles that Iran has. They have very fast missiles called hypersonics that have big warheads. Then they have missiles that have warheads and also have what are called bomblets. The bomblets are designed to defeat the Iron Dome. So if you want to understand the footage, there were multiple hits in Tel Aviv during the day right now. If you want to understand what the Khorram Sharhar is, I'm going to show it to you now. This is the missile that just hit Tel Aviv, and then prior to that, the missile that hit Haifa last night.
My name is Khorram Sharhar 4. I cost 8...
Yeah, Soul Controller, I think a multi-warhead is the best way to explain it. I call it a cluster munition because it's different than like the Sejil, S-E-J-I-L, which is a multi-warhead that is like two very highly efficient dancing precision warheads. This has like cluster bomblets, which are only the size of, I say only, they're about the size of a grenade. They cause a lot of damage, but they're not really the same thing as the main warhead.
$8 million, and when I arrive, I don't explode once. I explode 80 times! I'm Iran's most destructive ballistic missile. I carry a 1,500 kilogram warhead equivalent to the weight of a full-sized car. That's the heaviest payload in Iran's entire missile
Let's go. Come
arsenal.
With a range of 2,000 kilometers, I travel at Mach 8 inside the atmosphere. That's around 9,800 kilometers per hour from Iran to Israel. 10 minutes. But here's what most people don't know. At 7 kilometers above target, I open up and release up to 80 bomb bullets. They scatter over a radius of 8 kilometers.
Air defenses can shoot me down.
But by then...
Soul Controller, that's very interesting. Thank you for that. The video is having some issues today.
Air defenses can shoot me down.
But by then, the bombs are already falling. Each one is the size of a hand grenade. Too small for Patriot. Too many for Iron Dome.
I am also known by the name of K-Bar. By the time a radar sees me, they have 10 minutes. So, what do you think of me?
Follow War Tune. Every day, a new weapon, a new story.
So, my opinion on this is, I agree with Soul Controller. It's not a conventional cluster munition by the definition of the term. I think the best way to explain it to a Western audience is like the term cluster munition, but it's not by any means a conventional cluster bomb. It's a multi-warhead is a good way to explain it, but there's other missiles that Iran has that are multi-warhead. That is like a class of its own. Iran invented that missile. It doesn't exist outside of Iran. It only exists. I'm sure there are variants of it, but Iran invented that missile for one purpose, to do this in civilian areas and not be intercepted. This is the latest from Tel Aviv. This is 10 minutes ago. Maybe 30. Hello, Standing Stones. This is Tel Aviv 10 minutes ago. I have the latest from IRGC now. Wave 96 has started. This is the latest from Tel Aviv just now. Two impacts at least reported by Trey Yingst. Here's the latest from Tel Aviv minutes ago. 27 locations hit. 27 locations hit. I repeat, 27 locations hit. Petah Tikva, Ramat Gan. Pope Leo on Easter Monday, the telling of truth is often obscured by fake news. As they say today, that is, by lies, innuendos, and baseless accusations. God, the Pope's talking about fake news. Hello, Michael Brown. God bless you. Hello to the people of South Africa. We have had a situation this morning. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have had a situation. 27 bombs have fallen in Tel Aviv right now. You're listening to a special Breakfast Live. 27 bombs, I repeat, have fallen in Tel Aviv. 27. I'm showing you the latest now from Tel Aviv. Hello for a special Breakfast Time Live with Hal. This is the latest from Tel Aviv. 27 impacts. Yeah, each of those Khorram Shahars costs $8 million. So it's not like Iran is really like, you know, I mean, they're going all out. They're not by any means like lightly responding to this. They're spending a lot of money every time they fire those missiles, and they have to spend even more money to get the missiles to Haifa and Tel Aviv. Iran has to spend a lot of money degrading defense capabilities in Erbil and Mosul, Iraq, in the north of Iraq via the PMF, the Popular Mobilization Front, and the Blood Guardians. They have to spend a lot of time doing that, and then they also have to invest heavily in Hezbollah. They've spent a lot of money allowing Hezbollah to fire like unlimited weapons at Israel to deplete Israel's air defenses, and then the missiles come in from Iran over the north of Iraq and the south of Lebanon. This is the latest from the UAE, where there are massive fires raging. On a scale of 1 to dumb, all war is dumb. I don't think there's ever been a war that was smart. Every war is dumb. Even the First World War was dumb. There wasn't really like an overarching tactical point. It was just like European empires trying to conquer more territory. The Second World War, arguably very similar about territory. And then it like became ridiculous and out of hand very quickly. All wars start about resources and territory, and then they just become tit for tat. And then somebody does something atrocious. Then one side wins and uses the victory to paint the other side as monsters. That tends to be how it goes. This war, though, I don't know. It either ends now or it's going to go for a very long time. I really hope it ends. Alright, I'll show you now. Hold on. I'll show you the latest. I guess I really don't need this one open. It's this one that's bothering my computer. It's a very high. The bottom right camera I have of Tel Aviv is a very high view. It's from CGN TV in Europe, but it's slowing my computer down. Alright, let me get for you more updates now. Hold on. I'll show you the latest from Tel Aviv. There have been 27 impacts in Tel Aviv. This was the latest from Petah Tikva last night. Okay, this was not tonight. This was last night's impact. Okay, this was last night. There's a new round of missiles. This is Petah Tikva near Tel Aviv last night. Yeah, I don't see Iran capitulating. And as Netanyahu's like posting about expressing his condolences to the mayor of Haifa, there's just damage everywhere in Ramat Gan. Tel Aviv just got rocked. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, there is a lot of damage. That last missile caused a lot of damage in the middle of the day. Oh no. Oh, that last missile caused a substantial amount of damage. More than I've ever seen. In Indonesia, a section of the Soekarno-Hatta airport has collapsed after heavy rains. Oh no! I'm seeing damage reports from Tel Aviv this morning that are horrifying. This is last night in Petah Tikva. But what I'm seeing right now coming out of Tel Aviv is not good. There's a substantial amount of damage. The Iranians, whatever they just did, caused a substantial amount of damage. Here's the latest, speaking of the Iranians, here's the latest statement from the Iranians. The next wave of Operation True Promise 4 has begun. Give me 1 second. I have the statement from the Iranians for you. There's a lot of data flying in right about now. Give me 1 second. All right, where's the statement from the Iranians? Come on, damn Iranians. All right, here's the latest from the Iranians. It's wave 97, 96. I don't want to misquote them. Hold on, I'll find it. There's a lot of information flying in right now. This is why we did a morning live. It's wave 98. Okay, here we go. Wave 98. What do you have to say, IRGC? Wave 98.
Conversation. Breaking. Wave 98. Targeting US and Israeli command and military sites as part of Wave 98 of Operation True Promise 4. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps announced that its naval and aerospace forces have executed combined and impactful operations since this morning as part of Wave 98 of Operation True Promise 4, under the banner, O Master of the Prostrators, Peace be upon him, targeting US and Israeli command and operations headquarters, logistical support sites, and industrial military infrastructure. In the first phase, naval forces struck an Israeli-owned container ship named SDN-7 with a cruise missile, resulting in a massive fire breaking out on board. Strikes also hit north and south of Tel Aviv, strategic centers in Haifa, and chemical factories and companies in Beersheba, in addition to military sites in Beit Tikva, using ballistic missiles that air defense systems failed to intercept. The statement pointed to the targeting of a U.S. amphibious assault ship of the LHA-7 class carrying more than 5,000 personnel, forcing it to withdraw toward the depths of the southern Indian Ocean. In another axis, a joint UAE-Israeli drone production center was targeted, along with several aircraft stationed at the Ali Al Salem base in Kuwait, via missile and drone attacks. It confirmed that the offensive operations are ongoing, with detailed information to be announced later, noting that navigation traffic in the Strait of Hormuz is under precise monitoring, and any hostile movement will be met with a decisive response.
Okay, here's the latest from the IRGC. Don't say Hollywood Army, say Follywood Army. With a headline from, of course, like the Western press who is so dumb they don't realize that they're becoming propaganda for Iran. Trump said Iran was decimated. Then an American F-15E fighter jet was shot down. Whoever wrote that headline, congratulations. Probably MSNBC, I can't tell. Congratulations. You just got your headline put on a missile and used as Iranian propaganda. Are you proud of yourself? Whoever wrote that? Are you proud? Are you happy? Do you feel like you did a good job as a member of the Fourth Estate, helping the Iranians put propaganda on a missile? Good job, whoever wrote that article. Stunning. Great job, really. You've really done honor to your country. No, you haven't. No, you have not. You helped the Iranians make propaganda. Ugh, disgusting. Disgusting. My colleagues need to take a serious look in the mirror when their nonsensical propaganda is getting put on Iranian missiles. How do you feel? How do you feel about that? Whatever you are, MSNBC or whoever wrote that, whatever you call yourself now. Look at you. Now this one says, what does this say? Money that could have been spent on the healthcare problems of the American people. Stupid Trump, laughing emoji. Oof. Oh, the Iranians ain't playing around. The healthcare problems of the American people. Oh, the Iranians are the savior of the downtrodden in America. They're going to help us with our healthcare. Thank you, Iran. What? Hey, Bones, I don't want to see any cussing. I don't want to see any truncated cussing. I don't want to see any personalities. You will treat this place like the House of Commons, or I will name you under Standing Order Rule 1 and remove you from this place for the remainder of the day's sitting. Too late. You already got your comment removed. Ha. All right, let's continue with the Iranians. What else you got, Iranians? They helping the American people with their healthcare problems. Okay. What does it say? Oh, it actually has a counter. They've been counting up how much the war costs for the U.S. All right, Iranians. What do you got? Estimated U.S. costs of strikes since the war began. $20,286,104,502.
Sallallahu alayka ya Sayyidana al-Gharib, Sayyidana al-Mazloom, Ya Abu Abdullah, Allahu Akbar.
God bless you and happy Easter. Multiple explosions in Tel Aviv following what you just saw, which was the launch of Iranian Wave 98 of Operation True Promise 4. My name is Grant Smith Ellis. You have me for like maybe 45 more minutes on this breakfast lab, but we will be back together after 1 p.m. Eastern time. I got to find a way to get to the doctor and also jumpstart my car. It's going to be a whole production. For an autistic person, like relaying this information to you is easy, but doing things like that require executive functioning, oh bro, I don't know about that. All right, I'm going to take you now to the latest scenes from the multiple warhead cluster rocket that was, see, they call it a multiple warhead cluster rocket. And this is TV Al Marsayas. So Soul Controller, I think like people in the news are starting to like think about this. They're calling it a multiple warhead cluster rocket. That's what the Arabic news is calling it. And if you want the Soul Controller, I'll give you the Arabic itself. This is how they're, that's how they're writing it, Soul Controller, the Arabic news stations. You're looking now at the one of the rockets that fell on Tel Aviv. You're looking now at the second rocket that fell, the same rocket. It's a multiple warhead cluster rocket. Okay, I'll give you a better view. Hello, I am Legend. Happy Easter to the people of France. God bless you. Hold on, let me give you a towel wrench. Hello to the people of France. And hello, I am Legend. God bless you. It is so good to see you. And happy Easter. We love the people of France. Oh, goodness.
Yo, they're gonna Pacific.
Yeah, that makes sense, Soul Controller. Multiple warhead cluster rocket. I think that's a fair way to describe it. This is the latest from Tel Aviv. Now let me show you the impact assessment.
Yo, they're gonna Pacific.
This is one of the impacts from the cluster rocket. Oh, God. Hold on. Made million, yes. We definitely don't have to be commenting about people's children. I am honored that B.B. Egan shared that with me, and to B.B. Egan's son, God bless you. Thank you so much for all that you do, B.B. Egan, and also God bless your son, and may God protect them. And it is a very honorable thing to serve one's country, and I'm honored that both B.B. Egan and their son watch Towel. And you, B.B. Egan's a super towel, and B.B. Egan's son joining the Army. He's 19. He watches this channel. Special shout out. You can be a super washcloth, okay? Washcloth is a special designation for children of parents who are in this chat. So there you go. B.B. Egan, honored to be able to give the designation to your son of washcloth. Alerts incoming. Hezbollah is firing in the north. I see you, Hezbollah. Naratanya, drones incoming now. Expect the alerts in just a matter of seconds. Okay, hold on. I have to turn the red alert if you want to actually hear the alerts. It's going to start beeping. You should expect it in like 2 seconds. I had to turn the alert app off because it was going really loud last night. Here we go. I'm blessed to even be able to turn that alert app off. Okay, as the scenes of from Tel Aviv continue to roll in, you're also now listening to the scenes of a new attack in the north with drones by Hezbollah towards Naratanya. Okay, here's the latest from Bnei Brak in Tel Aviv. Hold on 1 second. We can stay on the screen if I make it a little larger. Okay, here we go. Bnei Brak from Tel Aviv now. You're listening to alerts in the north where Hezbollah is firing drones at Netanya. This is Bnei Brak now. This is Tel Aviv, one of the suburbs. This is Bnei Brak. All right, Bnei Brak in Tel Aviv. All right, I'll now show you the latest impact reports. This is after 27 impacts were reported in Tel Aviv, following the latest round of Iranian shelling just 20 minutes ago. Tabriz in northwest Iran has been hit. Ramat Gan, serious destruction in Ramat Gan. This is Bnei Brak. I'm going to show you serious destruction as well in Ramat Gan. This is Bnei Brak. The latest Iranian cluster missile has caused an extensive amount of damage. More alerts incoming now. South of Netanya in Akar. This is the latest 27 impacts across greater Tel Aviv following the latest fall of an Iranian cluster missile, including a home seriously destroyed. These missiles are getting more powerful, not less. Every day it's homes destroyed, people buried under the rubble, cars on fire. This is unlike almost anything that has ever happened to the people of Tel Aviv. I've never seen anything like this in pace of shelling over the past 24 hours, not to mention the number of hits. This is Ramat Gan now. You're looking live at a drone image of Ramat Gan, where an apartment has been decimated following the launch of an Iranian multi-warhead cluster rocket. Very serious. Not only was there a serious impact in Haifa yesterday, collapsing a building, another building has been hit in Ramat Gan, destroying an apartment. These are not targeted strikes. Per the Iranians, the American amphibious assault ship LHA-7, carrying more than 5,000 sailors and U.S. Marines combined, like in total, has been targeted in a missile attack. You are looking at just the destruction in Tel Aviv. Multiple homes have been hit. Multiple cars have been destroyed. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. This is just the start of the day. This is Brecht. I'm trying to get this I'm trying to get this car jump started. My car's, for some reason, the battery, I checked all the lights, they were all off. I don't know what caused the battery to drain overnight. It might have just been the cold, but I have to jump start my car at like 8 o'clock when my neighbor wakes up, so you have me for another like 30 minutes or so. This was the attempt to intercept the missiles over Tel Aviv earlier. It failed. This was 20 minutes ago over Tel Aviv. Those are interceptors. Multiple injuries reported in Israel after this latest round of strikes. My name is Grant Smith Ellis. It's very good to see you all. I will. Well, thankfully, it's just a rental soul controller, and the rental company has remote monitoring. And they said it's just the battery. So they told me to try jumping it. I'm going to ask my neighbor when she wakes up in like 15 minutes. I'm not going to wake her up early. She's such a nice woman. I helped her a few times over the past few years. She's a widower, actually. She's wonderful, though. She's a widow, I mean. She's wonderful, though. She'll definitely help me. She knows I'm not that smart with stuff like that. And then I have a friend who's going to help me, too, on the phone. This is the latest from Tabriz, Iran, where infrastructure has been hit. Time is my 9:30. All right, I got time. Hello, Sylvia. It's so good to see you. You're looking at the latest strike just moments ago, probably an hour ago, on Tabriz, Iran. This is a strike on a site in Tabriz, Iran. I showed you the strike on Ramat Gan. Okay, here's the latest pictures from that strike west of Tabriz in northwest Iran. Oh, happy Easter, BB Egan. I will get my lunch today after the doctor's. I'm going to feel so much better after I get this car jumped and the doctor's done. God bless you, BB Egan. You are wonderful. And I am so grateful for you. I will get a special lunch today before stream starts again after 12 p.m. Eastern. God bless your son, and I am grateful for his service. Oh, thank you, BB Egan. That was very kind of you. I'm so grateful. I didn't even set up a goal this morning because this is going to be a short stream. But you all are wonderful. You all are so kind to keep Tao going. I actually found out it's Wednesday. I have to do like a change in my rental car, but I have a plan to save money this month on Wednesday. Like, it's not till Wednesday, so I don't have to actually deal with it. Well, I should deal with it like tonight into tomorrow. But we thought Wednesday was the goal, but my weekly goal by Thursday is slowly going to be met. So God bless all of you for your compassion and kindness. No standing stones, no modified barium swallow today, thank goodness. They just have to... One, I'm pretty sure I got a blood test recently. I don't remember, so I need to find out what happened with that. And then two, I have to prepare for a surgical procedure later this month. And so I have to talk to my doctor. My doctor and my dentist have to talk. Because I faint. It becomes like a medical issue. The dentist and the doctor have a plan, though. They talked on the phone last week. You're looking at the latest from Shiraz, Iran. This is actually a different angle. Latest from Shiraz, Iran. All right, I'll show you now the latest from Tel Aviv, and then this is just a breakfast live, okay? This is not a full daytime live. This is kind of like a me experimenting with breaking up the overnight updates and then the morning updates. Now, taking you live to Al Duar in Nebaioth, where there was an Israeli airstrike. You can see now, this is Lebanon, near Nebaioth. Okay, Lebanon near Nebaioth. Lebanon near Nebaioth. This was the result of an Israeli strike. I will get you more updates from Tel Aviv, where there was a serious hit. 27 impacts in the last round in Tel Aviv. I repeat, 27 impacts across Greater Tel Aviv. These are just this just happened. You've seen some of these pictures and videos already. This is Greater Tel Aviv now, in the past 10 to 30 minutes. Again, latest from Greater Tel Aviv. Yes, BB Egan. You're so kind. So I should have done it last month, but it's really hard with my autism to think like that, but I finally figured it out. So on Wednesday of this week, I think I figured out a way to do a monthly rental. It'll seriously reduce the cost. I have to crowdfund about like $1,000 with fees for the month. And the frustrating thing is I have a car. It was given to me, but it's not in my possession. There's some like argument over it. So I don't see the point of like doing a lease or buying another car, because I just have to sell it because there's already a car that's mine that just isn't being given to me, and it's this convoluted fight. I don't know what's going on. It's above my pay grade. However, to reduce expenses, because people are so kind to keep me alive, on Wednesday I'm going to try to do a monthly rental. The reason I haven't so far is I don't ever have $1,000. I don't ever have that much money like in my possession. I just try to go day to day. I have like a negative net worth most of the time. So Wednesday, if I can get to like $1,100 or so in my Venmo, I can do a rental for the whole month, and then hopefully at the end of that month, like by my birthday next month, this whole thing with the car will be settled, and I'll have my car that is mine, that I should have now. And then also I'll see, like, all these expenses shouldn't have to be incurred because of this gratuitous fight over this car that should just be mine. But anyway, the point is, you're all very kind to help keep me alive, and I'm grateful, and I'm going to do this work as much as I can to keep those of you informed. And those of you who aren't able to donate, don't worry, because there are other people who want you to get this information for free, and this service is valuable. Apparently, I didn't know that, to like 180 countries and governments and all these people, maybe even the Pope. So anyway, by Wednesday, excuse me, not Thursday. Well, actually more like by tomorrow, or what? Yeah, probably like tomorrow. I got to get up to like $1,000. Now, if we don't get there, I can probably ask some people for some help, because it probably will be the only help I need this month in like one big amount. But yeah, that it can't come through super chats, unfortunately, because they take YouTube processes donations differently, and there's like, it's more like a bank, and it takes like 45 days, but that's fine. That's fine. I appreciate it. It helps me like plan and save and learn. But yes, if you want to help with Tuesday's goal, I should probably like make something about this, like a chat command or something. Like I have to get to a certain amount by tomorrow. I don't want to be a burden on the people who help me. So if we can all just spread it out, and you know, a few dollars here and there. I do need some help this week going into Wednesday. Yes, that's a good idea, BB Egan. So let me do it right now. Let me do this. Okay. Grant needs your help by Tuesday of this week to get a new monthly rental. Any donations help and will make his life a lot easier. Donation information can be found via Cash App. Money sign, Brant Smith, Ellis, Venmo at Grant E1 or PayPal. PayPal.me. That's a good idea. So we have like 24 hours. We can do it. All right. All right. We can do it. Any donations this week would be most appreciated. All right. Okay, there you go. All right, so I'll make a command out of that. And if you want to share, we have, I don't know, 24 hours. This was just a morning live, by the way. I've given you as many updates as I can to go jump this car. I have to get ready to go to the doctor. Then I will see you. Mr. President Trump is speaking at 1 p.m. I'll set the live up for like 12. More alerts in the north. I will set the live up for like 11:30 or 12. I'll do it now. All right, so if you do !car, okay, in the chat starting now, then for the next 2 days, okay, we can do our fund, okay? So if you do !car in the chat, Nightbot will help you, okay? So any donations leading up to Tuesday, which is tomorrow, are very grateful. I'll tell other people as well. Oh, God bless you. We got a contribution. Thank you so much. God bless you, Tal Momlin. That goes a long way. I'm gonna keep track of the amount in the Venmo, and then on Tuesday, tomorrow, I'll let my friend know. And I really think with foreplanning and forethinking, I can reduce the expenses by doing this monthly rental. I'm learning so much about being an adult. I'm grateful. God bless you, Soul Controller. I'll be back with you all very soon. Actually, you know what? Watch this. My name is Grant Smith Ellis. We're going to listen to the song, by the way. Everyone loves the song. And they do allow me to play it. I just have to split ad revenue with them, and I never get ad revenue on these videos anyway, so if they want the like 4 cents of ad revenue that probably comes in on these videos, that's fine. I do not do this for ad revenue. I don't think news should be done. Like, I think you should be able to stay alive doing news, so there's an incentive to do it, but I don't think it should be for profit. I don't like that. That's just me, though. To each their own. But yeah, I found out I can play the Iranian song. I just have to split my 4 cents of ad revenue with the nice Iranian man, which he can have. I'm totally down with it. He has the video. He has the song in the database. I saw it yesterday. That's why I played it. But he has the song in the database, and he allows people to play it as long as you give him a small percentage of the ad revenue, which I'm totally cool with. I don't really get any ad revenue, so he can have. I think he wants like 15% or something. I don't know. It's an automatic thing. Anyway, my point is we get to listen to the Iranian song as our outro, and this was your morning news briefing with Grant Smith Ellis. It's coming up on 7:56 a.m. Eastern U.S. wartime here in Boston. It's 12:56, excuse me, correction. It's 1:56. Is it really? Yeah, it's 1:56 p.m. in South Africa. It's 2:56 p.m. in Tel Aviv, Israel, and it's 3:27 p.m. in Tehran, Iran. All right, Mr. President has a very big speech. If you're unaware, Mr. President has a very big speech with the military in the press briefing room today at 1 p.m. I will be live with you starting again at 11:30 p.m. today. I'm actually setting the stream up now. Yes, I'm setting the next stream up while this stream is still going. I know, because I'm not actually trying to stream to 2 things at once. YouTube is very mad at me. It thinks I'm trying to stream to 2. It's not mad, it just wouldn't let me do it. So I put the link for the next stream in the chat. We'll be back together a little bit later. Hashtag help Towel get to his goal this week. You all are wonderful. Oh, thank you, BB Egan. Yeah, I try hard. I just try to present on-the-ground information in real time because I have a lot of different sources. And I think people find the information useful. So the way I think of it is, yes, you're helping me when you support this channel and whatnot, but it's also it reduces my mental anxiety so I can focus on getting information out. And I really think the information is valuable. A lot of governments find it valuable. This is the latest from Tel Aviv before we go.
Why is the phone out?
These missiles are nothing to play with. They call them bomblets, but it's a misnomer. They are very dangerous. It's all right, Robin Hood. You'll see me again at 11:30 a.m., maybe earlier, depending on how my doctor goes. Really depends on like what's going on with my body. The better I am, the less time I spend at the doctor. They don't have to like stick me with needles and blood draws, but it all depends on what she thinks. I wouldn't say it's been the best month, health-wise. Oh, goodness. But compared to what's going on in the rest of the world, I consider myself blessed to live in a land where I'm not under missile fire. So my health issues to me, although like I get really scared, it's just like a personal fear because of needles and things like that. It's a very small thing to deal with, and I can deal with it. Yeah, I agree. The first 48. Something happened. I'm not exactly sure what. All right. My name is Grant Smith Ellis. It's coming up on the top of the hour, 8 a.m. U.S. war time. It is Monday, April 6, 2026. It's 2 p.m. in South Africa. It's 3 p.m. in Israel. It's 3:30 p.m. in Tehran, Iran. I will be back with you at 11:30 a.m. today. Thank you all so much for watching. God bless each and every one of you. I will update you. I pray that these missiles did not cause as much damage as they did in Haifa yesterday, where 2 to 4 people lost their lives after a structure collapsed on them, following a precision missile strike that collapsed an entire section of a building. Soul Controller, the first 48 Standing Stones, Robin Hood, Liberty St. James, Water Under the Fridge, George, Silent Dog, so many of you who were here this morning. It was great to see you. If I didn't have to jump this car, I would stay with you a little bit more, but I got to give myself a little buffer. I can't be late to the doctor. The doctor will get mad. I try to be respectful of the doctor. Sometimes I wear a suit. We'll see how I'm feeling today. It's really cold. All right. My name is Grant Smith Ellis. You can find more at youtube.com/@GrantSmithEllis. I will be live with you again after 11:30 a.m. or noon Eastern today, heading into Mr. President's 1 p.m. news conference with the military in the press briefing room. God bless the United States of America. God bless you all. Thank you, Gabriel. I'll see you all in just a few hours. Yes, and if you're able to donate to Towel this month, you can scan one of those nifty things up on the screen, the Cash App, # Grant Smith Ellis, the Venmo at Grant-E1, PayPal.me/Grant Ellis. Let's get Towel. I think we'll get there. I'm not like super nervous. I think we'll pull it off, though. I really figured out how to save money with this monthly rental. I just never thought I'd be able to like have that much money from donations at once, but I think we can do it, and it will be much more responsible than going day to day. I looked at the price comparison. Okay, thank you, Robin Hood. Hi, Petty LaBelle. We will be back at 11:30. This was a morning update. There was massive multi-warhead cluster missile fire from Iran on Tel Aviv. There were 27 impacts. The damage is extensive. Pete Bunny Towel loves you all. Happy Easter Monday. My name is Grant Smith Ellis. I will see you all in just over 3.5 hours. God bless you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for welcoming me into your home for this special morning breakfast live with Towel to catch you up on the overnight developments regarding the U.S. war on Iran. Looking forward to seeing you in just a few hours from, wait a minute, Eilat? A drone into Eilat? What? What? Houthis. A drone into Eilat? What? What? A drone into Eilat? Huh? That's a little odd. With no early warning? Oh, thank you for being you, Pick a Handle. Alright, I guess what we'll pick up on is why a drone warning has been announced in Eilat. That's the southernmost city. Alright, see you all very soon. God bless you. Be well. Thank you for watching this morning update. Until we see each other again on Towel News, my name is Grant Smith Ellis, signing off from Boston. God bless the United States of America, and God protect